Well, good Tuesday morning to all of you out there in social media world. This is Brother Dana coming to you from Chicago. I want to give a special shout out to the precious people of the Most High, the true Hebrew Israelites that have adopted me and grafted me in. I want to again say thank you for your love and your support, and even the financial support and the emails that you send my way that are again the wind beneath my wings in the calling that the Most High has asked me to do, and that is to stand up for you and to be an advocate of the truth and to affirm and to confirm to you that truly you are the chosen people of the Most High, and that your season of being the tail is coming to an end, and you will be the head and rightfully placed back as the nation of the chosen people of Yah. That is the light unto the entire world. And I cannot wait until you're placed back into that position. As you can see, I've got some glasses. Yes, I had to cross over that threshold of age and get bifocals. These are transition glasses. I can no longer see, and I had to finally bite the bullet and say age is something that I cannot stop, but at least I'll try to look good in that age. So anyway, I got my glasses on so I can read and see clearly now. Anyway, I wanted to do this quick video, and I always make myself out to be a liar. None of my videos are really quick. But give you a reason why I personally, and I'm not going to judge anybody else for where they stand, but why I personally no longer consider myself a Christian, nor do I have any desire to be associated with Christianity. And the reason behind that is Christianity is a religion that was created for white supremacy, with white men heading and dictating everything in that faith. And if you don't think, those of you that are Christians, that are especially my Gentile white individuals that might be listening to this, if that's not true, then answer this question for me. Why are the standards of everything changed when it is a white man that's placed on the seat of judgment? Franklin Graham is doing a great job of revealing that morality and Christian principles are standard, or are the foundation for everybody, except for when it comes to holding accountable white men. And he's already revealed that, and I got the video on my Facebook page, that he is making all these excuses for this Supreme Court judge, and I lost his name, I'm sorry, but he starts with a K, y'all know who I'm talking about, in this accusation that he was sexually inappropriate with this one young lady, but then when he was 17, and now a second lady's come forward, and now a third lady has come forward, and that he thinks this is nothing but a political advancement of the Democrats to stop this conservative white man who's going to step into this seat and make America back to being morale in choosing and making everybody else follow a standard of righteousness that they themselves do not even uphold. And that's not exactly what the Bible talked about with the Pharisees, that they put this yoke on everybody else, but they themselves are far from living up to it. And that is the number one reason why I don't care to associate myself as a white man, a part of a white religion that has been created and has been living its way and teaching to make everybody else less than and subservient to me as a white man. Oh, Franklin Graham said that. Hey, he was only 17 years old when he did this, if he did it. Oh, so now he's innocent until proven guilty. Well, come on over to Cook County Jail with me, Franklin Graham. Come on over and take a look at all these young black men who are sitting in Cook County Jail awaiting trial, but yet treated and abused and looked at as guilty. So what's good for my young black brothers and sisters should not be the same standard for white men. And yet, my culture, my white family taught me that it was the black men that were sexually uncontrolled. But now you confess with your mouth that he was just doing what teenagers do. So you're telling me that white men really are sexual predators too? And I don't even want to say two, but according to what we have taught, that we need to be afraid of black men because they can't control their sexual appetite and they'll rape and molest anything that they see appealing? Wow. So there you already see the double standards, that any time a white male is put on a stand, everything is changed to the standard of accountability. Even the morals, even the basic principles of what they call Christianity is nowhere to be found when it comes to holding those standards for white men. And yes, underneath that is your white females. And we see that with this white cop that shot this young brother and all the excuses that are being made for her behavior. And let me even go a little deeper into the sickness of where I see Christianity. I have a cousin that has a daughter that goes to a Christian school here in Chicagoland. I call her my niece. She's my only family member that lives around me, and really, besides my parents and my one brother, she's the only family member that supports the work that I do and has been convinced that you are the true chosen people of the Most High. Well, at her school, my little cousin, niece, is in third grade. And so on Fridays, I believe it's called Dress Up Friday, where the young ladies come all dressed up in a dress and looking nice. And then they indoctrinate these young girls that there's truth to this, but look at the manipulation in this, that they are like precious jewels. They're precious diamonds. Yes, they are. All young women and women, period, are precious jewels in the sight of the Most High. But they go on a little further to say that it is their responsibility to keep themselves holy and pure. So this diamond that they are can be like that diamond in a engagement ring, that when they give their life in marriage to the man, they will be pure and holy and righteous like a diamond. She's in third grade, by the way. So then on Tuesdays, they have Tie Tuesdays, where the young men come with a tie. So you would think that they would teach these young men, according to the word of Yah in the New Testament, that men are to treat their wives like Yeshua has treated us, that he even laid his life down for us to save us. But you know what they talk to these men about? Iron sharpens iron. Yes, men, we need to support one another. Wow. So the young lady is trained that her value comes when she's married, and it is her responsibility to keep herself holy and pure along the way. But men, just encourage one another. Even when that means you got to kind of put underneath the rug all of the sexual corruptedness that lies within us, and let's keep that hidden from everybody else. We'll sharpen each other. Because that's exactly what it's teaching. That is another reason why I have no desire to be called or connected with white Christianity. Yes, I will at one point need to be a Cornelius that goes to my white family members to speak boldly about who you are and to help them open their eyes and their heart to acknowledge, repent, and then repay. Sometimes I'm like a Jonah. I really don't want to go, but it's not my will, but the will of the Most High, for he bought me with an incredible price of Yeshua dying on the cross. So not my will, but may the will of the Most High be done in my life. And I will go where I need to go and share what I need to share. But look at this. And it's so funny that in my culture, we have taught that it was the black men that we should be afraid of, that it's the black men that are sexual predators, that have no self-control. But yet, Franklin Graham, it came out of your mouth on the video that this judge and this girl were only 17 years old. And I mean, come on. After he pushed her in the room and got her down and did some forceful things upon her, she said no. And he said, oh, you're right. Let me stop. Let me stop. And so some people may be saying, I'm unfair to him because I'm acting as if he's guilty. No, I'm doing unto him what you do to all of my black brothers and sisters. They're guilty until they try to prove themselves innocent. But then as they try to prove themselves innocent, you do everything in your power to destroy any type of innocence or purity that lies in them. Because once again, we cannot allow the truth that black brothers and sisters in this country are not the evil, no good, wild animals that white Christianity has made them out to be. And now you want to say, well, Brother Dana, don't blame this on Christianity. But wait, it is Christians who say that this nation was founded on Christian principles. So if it was founded on Christian principles, these principles that I'm sharing now on who is who and who is not have been taught to me both the underlining as well as very boldly. I have a very good friend, and she's a believer, and she still struggles that the Most High has a special love and a special place for his chosen people. And I know that the root of that misunderstanding or lack of understanding comes because my white family members have never been in a position where they have to embrace that we're not all that in a bag of chips. That we're not the founder called ones of Christianity. Well, no, we are of Christianity. Let me get that right. But of the truth of who the Most High is. That is very humbling. And most of my white family members, I'm afraid, will never get to a point where they'll humble themselves to acknowledge that we ain't all that in a bag of chips. That we've created ourselves to be more than what we really are. And then to go and embrace the crap that we have done to the chosen people of the Most High. So of course President Trump embraces this man because my father always taught me birds of a feather flock together. Of course Franklin Graham embraces this man. As he said in this video, well, he's got things in his past. Well, Franklin Graham, will you do me a favor? Will you use your power to go into the correctional system across the United States and let all these young black men out who did a crime when they were 17, 16, 15, 13, 12 years old? Because after all, if that's what young people do, doesn't that standard and that same mindset go into my black brothers and sisters? But let me clarify this too. Most of my black brothers and sisters that are locked up have been wrongfully locked up. So are you willing to let all of my young black brothers go? Because after all, if they've been in jail for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, is that relevant to maybe who they are today? Oh, but that's right. The standards in this country are made for those that are not male and are not white. I saw this video where one of the ladies was questioning this man and said, can you give me a law that dictates or tells a man what they must do with their body? As most white people do, and especially men, try to worm his way out of it. Because there's not a law. Because laws were not made to control white men. Laws were made to control everybody else so white men can stay supreme. See, and white women are joining white men because at least it gives them a little bit of superiority over blacks. Every subculture wants to find another subculture that they can deem as less than them. So do I consider myself or even want to be put into the pool of being a Christian? Absolutely not. I'm ashamed of the religion and I'm ashamed of the people that continue to live in it thinking there's nothing wrong with it. But there is some hope. If you see that there was a white pastor down in, I believe, Dallas, and I got the video on my Facebook page, and I actually reached out to him this morning. Want to see if he's willing to connect with me so that I can maybe even go down there and begin to share what's going on. Somebody's at my door. And we'll see. But I'm very grateful for his video in what he shared, that the injustice towards our black brothers and sisters with this young man that was shot and killed in his own apartment, he said is not of God. And so I pray that the Most High is tugging at his heart, and that maybe he will reach back out to me and we can begin to bring this message of repentance and acknowledge and repayment to the Gentile people in this nation before it's too late for them. So thank you for tuning in. By the way, if you're in Chicagoland this Saturday in Evanston, Illinois, and I'm going to put the information up on my Facebook page. I'm going to be speaking at a conference, and my message is going to be entitled Stolen Identity. I'm going to share how my white family members, Christian family members, from years past, from the very foundation of Christianity, has stolen the identity and the value and the beauty of the chosen people of the Most High, you, my black brothers and sisters, the Hebrew Israelites. So connect with me if you have any questions about that. I will put it on my Facebook page. If you want to get in touch with me, please do so through my webpage, because those are guaranteed to get to me in my email box, and I will get back to you right away. onelovesociety.love. That's onelovesociety.love. If the Most High places on your heart that you would like to support the work that's happening. And I was on an interview Friday night for 4 hours. I don't get paid for stuff like that. It's my passion, because I believe that a worker is worth his wages, and the Most High is my boss, and he will give unto me that which is due me. And whoever he uses to do that, or whatever he uses, I'm fine with it, but I'm going to continue to do the work of the Most High. He is the one that has sustained me, maintained me, and given me everything that I have to be so blessed as I am. Also, some of you are going to my webpage. I have t-shirts, One Love t-shirts. If you give a donation, I believe I'm selling them for $35. That includes shipping and all of that. And one of the brothers ordered them, and I was so grateful that he responded back and he said, wow, they are great quality, and he's going to purchase even some more. But we are starting this movement. We're going to start it like chapters. One Love chapters throughout the nation or the world. So if some of you are interested in being part of One Love, as some of you are, we're going to start looking for people to head up chapters in the city or the community and where you live. And with those chapters, we'll be together. Just like the other day, I was coming from a fast food restaurant, and there was a young man in there, and he was so incredibly in the way that he dealt with me. I was so impressed. I wasn't surprised, because a lot of my black brothers are very well-spoken and confident. But when I drove away, I thought about him I wonder if he has anybody that's supporting him to help him understand that maybe he's in this fast food restaurant, but that's not where he needs to stay. And how can he be supported and encouraged and motivated and helped to find a career that will transform his community and the lives of those around him? And so I went back and I gave him my business card, and I said, young man, I was so impressed with the way that you were speaking to me and your kindness. I just want you to know that if there's anything that you need, I've got some people that will be willing to help you succeed. And we want you to know that we appreciate all that you are doing. And he was absolutely almost in tears. And he said, thank you, sir. That's what we need to do with One Love. We need to encourage, especially our young black brothers, in the things that they are doing, to encourage them in the right choices they're making when they fight all the injustices that are trying to keep them down and locked up and locked out. So again, thank you for tuning in. This is Brother Dana from Chicago. Connect with me at my webpage. But until we meet again, I will say to each and every single one of you, shalom. Bye-bye.